The world of hi-fi video always continues to surprise us with their new technologies as well as new products every month. And this game goes on our particular channel as well, wherein we cover these products and technologies just for you by ensuring that we get them, we give our honest feedback as well as opinion on these products. We guide you as to how you can create a fantastic package or a solution from it, and we also try to give you the live demo of these products. But before we deep dive into our product for today, let me give you a small gist of it. Now, Sony, as we all know, has been into the 4K projector segment since a very long time, and now from the last year end, they have changed their lamp-based technology projectors to a laser-based technology projectors, and similarly, the old VPL VW series has now shifted to the XW series. Now, these XW series of projector has got the Z phosphor laser source, and that is what we have got with us today. So, Sony XW5000ES is the product that we are talking about, and we are going to soon check how much worth this particular projector is and how it can change your home cinema room viewing experience, along with the live demo of this particular projector. But before I begin, let me introduce myself. Hello everyone, my name is Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya. And since last 9 years, me and my team at Touchwood Automations have been ensuring that we design some of the nicest and the most optimum home cinema solutions for all of you. And while doing that, we realized that a lot of people have not got access to the level of knowledge for this particular products, wherein they can make well-informed, right and wise decisions when it comes to shopping anything to everything in the home cinema space. And for that very reason, this particular channel is our mission in ensuring that we equip you with the right ammunition so that you can go out there and shop for the right products. Sony has been an Indian household name for almost decades. I mean, we have grown up along with their TVs, their home theater systems, as well as their cameras. So the trust that every Indian holds for Sony is very high. And this particular trust is not just in India, but you can see that across the globe. I mean, I've personally met customers wherein they were so much intrigued by the Sony brand that they looked no further than these particular projectors. And similarly, we have also covered one of their old projectors, which was the VPL XW5000ES projector, in one of our old videos, for which I'm going to share the link above. So do check that. And in this particular video, we are going to talk about the Sony XW5000ES. Now, this particular series, that is the XW series, was launched by Sony sometime late in the month of October-November 2022. But in India, we got this particular product in the year 2023, that is in this particular year, and that too in the month of February. So with this particular range now getting popular in the Indian home cinema segment, we are anticipating that this shift from lamp to laser is also going to change the scenario for this particular projector as well as for your particular home cinema rooms. Now, many of you know me that I have not been a great fan of laser due to the cost or the after sales cost involved behind laser, but having said that, we are going to talk about it towards the end. For now, what we are going to see is that what all things come along with this box of the Sony XW5000ES projector, and also the higher models, that is the Sony XW6000ES as well as 7000ES, are the two other models that come apart from this particular model in this new XW series. Now let us first run through the product specifications as well as understand the price of this particular projector in the Indian markets. And before or while that particular thing is happening, you can also check the unboxing video of this particular projector. Sony in projector segment adopted the LCD technology very early. This made their projectors brighter than the competition in the domestic consumer use. Over a period of time, they got their proprietary mix. Now, the reason why I call it mix is because the SXRD technology, which is the Sony's patented technology, gives you super detailed black levels without compromising on the brightness levels and without compromising on the color gamut. Now, this particular reason is why we can see that Sony Even with their less lumens of projection, they have been able to give you fantastic brightness which could work in dark rooms, but along with it also in a medium ambient light room. And not just with regards to the brightness, we have also seen the deeper black levels and the immersive colorful experience that the Sony can deliver in your home cinema rooms. The entire new series of Sony, which is XW series, has been with a Z phosphor laser light source, and with this light source these projectors are expected to play for 20,000 uninterrupted hours, which means that unlike their 6,000 hours lamp projectors, these projectors can go on for 3 times extra than the old VPL VW series. Now at first glance, the Sony XW5000ES looks like a real beast with a huge box which requires minimum 2 people to handle, because the weight of the projector alone is around 13 kg, and if you check the dimensions, they are almost 1.5 feet in width and almost just 2 inches less than 1 feet in the height. Now Sony aims to go a little sustainable with this new series. Obviously they have discarded the old mercury lamps to protect the environment, but along with that they have also ensured that the plastic usage in this new particular projector is reduced by almost 25% from their predecessors. The power consumption also per lumen has been dropped significantly by 30%. Now some regular features of this particular projector are 4K motion flow along with the True Theater mode that aims to deliver the original frame rate of any movie, which is 24 FPS. The projector is also meant for gaming with input lag reduction. For example, the 4K 60Hz signal has an input lag of 21 milliseconds, whereas the 2K, that is Full HD 120Hz input signal, has an input lag under 13 milliseconds. The anamorphic lens compatibility with 4K signals can deliver an immersive viewing experience irrespective of the content or the input aspect ratio. However, the throw distance of this projector has been reduced when compared with the predecessors, and it is spec'd at 1.38:1 to 2.21:1. Surprisingly, the remote does not have a direct lens control button, which means that you don't get motorized lens feature directly onto the remote control, and the installers will always have to use this particular door, which is like a small lid on top of the lens, to control the lens shift as well as to adjust the zoom in and focus for this particular projector. Now with lens memory preset again being missing in this particular projector, I don't think this would be an ideal projector for 2.35:1 aspect ratio home cinema viewers, because with no aspect ratio and with no lens button directly on the remote control, you will always have to go back to this particular lid to control and to configure the aspect ratio to match to your screen. So the ideal way to use this particular projector, I am assuming, would be to play it or to play the content on a 16:9 aspect ratio screen. Sony's 4K SXRD panel technology combined with higher lumens of 2000 aims to give a fantastic picture on screen. Sony's claim of infinite contrast ratio has always pleased us with their older models, and we look forward to the same or even better experience while noticing the black levels and color enhancements in this particular projector too. Now one of the highlights of this particular projector is the advanced X1 Ultimate processor, which is like the newer and the advanced version than the regular X1 processor. Sony also ensures that the home automation technologies can be seamlessly integrated with this particular projector, and in case you are buying Control 4, Crestron, Savant and AMX automation systems for your cinema room or for your entire home, you have got a better advantage over the others. The 2 HDMI input features HDCP 2.3 version, but again has got no ARC or EARC support. The fan noise of 24 dB is extremely low for this category of projector, and obviously this is possible because of the laser source over the mercury lamp source. As mentioned about, the power consumption this projector uses is only 295 watts of power, which is again very low compared to the industry standard of 350 watts and above for an equivalent projector. Now as you can see, the projector comes with a standard backlit remote control, a pair of AA batteries, AC power cord, lens cap and a setup guide. But along with this, it also comes at a price of Rs 5,55,000 as the MRP in the Indian markets. When it comes to performance, the Sony XW5000ES doesn't disappoint us, right? Now let me know your views according to the demo that you just saw in the comments below, and as far as my take is concerned, here it is. The Sony XW5000ES is undoubtedly an amazing piece of technology that has helped us bring an amazing immersive experience along with its detailed black levels. Now Sony's contrast ratio has always amazed me, and that is why my belief in this particular product or this particular brand has always been high for the very same reason. But with regards to few drawbacks, these are the 4 drawbacks which I feel have been hurting us, or particularly me, the most when I have to talk about this particular projector. The very first reason is that there is no lens button directly on the remote control, making it a little painful for the users. For installers, they can still manage to use the lid, but for users, if at all you need to change your aspect ratio, you don't have that directly on the remote control, as well as there is no lens memory preset in this particular projector. So this can disappoint few CinemaScope home cinema buyers. Along with that, the second drawback of this particular projector is that because of the Z phosphor light source. Now typically in a Z phosphor laser light source, what happens is the blue light falls onto the phosphor, which further emits a little yellow color to it, and that yellow color is slightly noticeable on the screen. And for me, I could actually figure that out because we did a side-by-side comparison of this projector with the VPL 290ES, which is a lamp based. Now in a lamp based projector, the blue levels are higher, but in phosphor the yellow gains are a little higher, which means that you need a proper calibration done for this projector to control the yellowness on the image. So that's the second drawback. The third deterring factor of this particular projector is that it comes with only 2 years or 5,000 hours, whatever comes first, as the warranty, unlike 3 years, which is an industry standard on most of the laser projectors today. The fourth reason why I'm a little disappointed with this particular product is that when we are talking about gaming today, it is still not matching the other brands or the other products that are available and can deliver a fantastic input lag reduction in their projectors. But overall, this projector has been a fantastic blend of both the worlds, that is LCD and DLP, with their proprietary SXRD technology as mentioned before. And I have already done my testing of Sony VPL 290ES, that is the lamp-based projector, with the Sony XW5000ES, that is the laser-based projector. And in case you want to see that particular video, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel right here, right now, because your subscription will ensure us that we can continue bringing more such valuable and information-based videos, which will help each one of you make better, well-informed and wise decisions. That's it from my end. Thank you so much for watching this particular video. I, Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya, will see you again. Thank you.